Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the first episode of my brand new series, The Week That Was in Data. This is Yasub Mannan Jiruwala, and I'm a principal database architect with 16 years of experience working on PostgreSQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, and cloud technology. Monday, I will go through the latest happenings in the last 7 days in the world of data in less than 10 minutes. So without any further ado, let's get started. MongoDB has forayed into analytics. At MongoDB's recent conference in New York, the company demonstrated its ambition in taking on workloads from other databases. Available later this year, column store indexing will help developers create and maintain a purpose-built index that dramatically speeds up many common analytical queries without requiring any changes to the document structure or having to move data to another system. The company has made significant inroads into the database market with a developer-friendly distributed documented database to help developers build modern web-based transactional systems. But it is the continued push into analytics that has impressed commentators, who are also keen to point out the limits to what could be achieved in a document database. How far it goes into the world of analytics, time will tell. Oracle's database dominance has been impacted by cloud-first rivals. The move to the cloud is challenging the systems of the past. Newer providers are also making it much easier to adopt their technology directly, alleviating the need for corporate purchasers to negotiate large contracts with salespeople and allowing end users to more easily pick their own tools. Shutterfly decided recently to move the database where it clusters reams of customer photos to the cloud. One name was noticeably absent from its list of potential providers, Oracle Corporation. The company had for years relied on Oracle products to manage the photo libraries of its more than 20 million active customers. The evidence of the shift is not just here, it is widespread. JP Morgan Chase & Co. chose Cockroach Labs as the database vendor to support its new retail banking application in Europe. Nasdaq Inc. is working with closely held Databricks and Amazon.com Inc.'s Amazon Web Services, among others, in its quest to upgrade from on-premises Oracle data repositories. Alongside AWS, database products from rival cloud vendors Microsoft Corp and Alphabet Inc.'s Google Cloud are also growing quickly, and many businesses are moving towards them. Database drivers for Oracle and PostgreSQL have been released. The PostgreSQL JDBC team has announced the release of 42.4.0 of the JDBC driver for PostgreSQL. In a stream of releases, 42.4.0 is the third release of the 42 series branch in a month, with 42.3.6 released on May 24 and 42.3.5 on May 24th, respectively. Collectively, the releases brought mostly bug fixes and performance improvements like adding group startup parameters. Queries with up to 65,535 parameters are supported now. Workaround jar indexing parsing issue has been addressed. Close ref cursors when underlying cursor null instead of relying on default row fetch size, and some other changes along with it. Snowflake, MongoDB, and Datadog crashed. Shares of cloud software disruptors Snowflake, MongoDB, and Datadog fell hard last week, down 7.7%, 6.6%, and 6.2% respectively as of 3:02 p.m. ET. None of these companies had any material news last week. However, the combination of a higher than expected inflation report and weak earnings out of software peer DocuDesign was enough to send those growth leaders tumbling. Microsoft released security and non-security updates for client and server versions of Windows on June patch day. Other Microsoft products, including Visual Studio, SQL Server, Windows Autopilot, Microsoft Edge, and Microsoft Office, have received security updates as well. The security updates are available already. Administrators may download them from Windows Update or by using update management services and products, including WSUS. The cumulative updates for Windows are also provided as direct downloads. Microsoft has fixed 55 vulnerabilities in this update, including 3 vulnerabilities classified as critical as they allow remote code execution. This month's Patch Tuesday cumulative Windows update includes a fix for one 0-day vulnerability. Microsoft also released an advisory for Intel processor stale data vulnerabilities to address 4 Intel vulnerabilities. AWS bests Microsoft, Alibaba, Google in cloud IaaS, as per Gartner. Amazon is the clear worldwide market share leader in terms of providing infrastructure as a service in the public cloud, besting the likes of its rivals, Microsoft, Alibaba, and Google. The global IaaS public cloud services market reached $90.9 billion in 2021, representing 41% annual growth year over year compared to $64.3 billion in 2020, according to new data from IT research firm Gartner. The 4 cloud giants of Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Alibaba, and Google Cloud accounted for a whopping 76% of total IaaS cloud services marketed last year. Amazon has won 38.9% of this market share. MongoDB stock price 375 target and outperform rating. The shares of MongoDB Inc. have received a 375 price target from RBC Capital, and RBC Capital analyst Rishi Jaluria increased the price target on MongoDB from 325 while maintaining an outperform rating on the shares. Jaluria adjusted the rating following the company's recent MongoDB World presentation. And he also said that the company's focus was on new products and strategy, and the main takeaway was that its product innovation cadence continues to impress while helping capture more workloads. Plus, Jaluria explained that the relational versus NoSQL argument is increasingly a moot point given the sheer size of the market, customer preferences, and fragmentation of use cases. But Jaluria would expect growth in the NoSQL category to continue to outpace relational database structures. So that's the latest happenings in the world of data for the last week. And this is Yasub Mananjiruwala signing off, thanking you for your time. Have a good week ahead and see you next Sunday with the latest happenings in the world of data.